Hi, Ola. Good morning.
Good morning, Anna.
Yeah, thank you for your time today for this backstation demo presentation. So I have here Melton White of Medical. He will facilitate the demo, and this is just a conversational type of demo. So if you have questions along the way, you can just ask Melton directly. So I'm just in the background taking down notes, and if you have any concerns, then just let us know, and we'll
Okay.
address it along the way. All
Thank you,
right.
Anna.
So
Thank you,
thank
Anna.
you.
Good to meet you, Melton.
Yep, good to meet you too. Having said that, Anna, I'm actually going to send you in a slightly different direction to what you planned. Can you bring up the portal? And I want to set up Ola as somebody who gets an alert. We'll do that now and we'll come back to it, okay?
Sure. Before that, I'll share my screen now so Ola can see it. So I'm sharing my screen now. Can you see it, Ola? All right, good. So here I will set you up, Ola, as one of the recipient to receive notification. So Melton will explain that later. But we'll just set you up first. Just give me a sec. Maybe I'll try to refresh.
You broke it, Anna.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just taking a while to open, that's all.
Yeah, so sorry. I'll relaunch my app. Just give me one moment.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Okay, just one sec. All right, there you go.
Good.
So first name is Ola, and then Ola, can you please give me your mobile number again? Sorry,
04,
zero.
yeah, 0438
Yep.
859
Mm-hmm.
178.
All right, thank you. Your email.
OLGA dot my last name.
Okay.
LY. Yeah.
KAKOVA,
Correct.
right?
Yeah.
At
Gmail.com.
gmail.com. So add as recipient. So you can see your name here, Ola. You're one of the recipients. So you could receive notification once Melton go through with it later.
Yep. All right. So Ola, I'll just let you know, you're going to get a text, right? I'll show you my text on the phone when I get it, so you'll know what to look for, okay? But that's later on, all right? So I just wanted to get that established, ready for when we start to talk about it. All right, so Anna, do you want to go on to, I can't remember which screen, but the one that'll start to see me?
Access logs.
Yep, beauty. Okay, Ola, so what I'm going to do, we'll just work through this in different levels, okay? So let's just kick off. Oh, I forgot to mention, the app has, or the tablet has 2 cameras and a infrared, okay? The reason it has 2 cameras is because it doesn't actually work on a photo and therefore a single point in your forehead to try and work out what temperature you are. It actually has a 3D image of essentially this area of your face, and it actually looks for your eyes, because your eyes don't change temperature like a hot day, cold day. When your body loses the ability to monitor its core, the thing that can be seen on the outside of your body, not by a human, is actually the temperature of your eyes changing. So with the 3D modeling, we can actually get the temperature of your eyes, not just a dot on your forehead, right? Also, I might point out, I wear glasses, doesn't matter. I don't completely understand how the software works, but I know enough to know that it actually looks through my glasses and gets the temperature of my eyes. So let's just do something basic, right? This is like temperature monitoring 1A. But bear in mind, we're already ahead of the gun, right? That everybody else is using. Okay, so what happened there was it measured my temperature, it confirmed who I was, and then it asked 2 questions. The confirmation is your choice as to whether or not you activate it. But anyway, so that is there, ready. The 2 questions, where'd you go, Anna? So Anna, you to remember where we told it about the 2 questions?
Yep, it's here.
I'm glad one of us knows what
Question
we're doing.
management.
Okay.
Yep, those are the 2 questions.
Okay. So Ola, can you see the 2 questions?
Yes, I can.
Okay. So we have chosen to set those up. All right.
Mm.
You can put whatever questions in there that you choose. It can be hundreds of questions. Of course, it'll take the person hours to get into the facility. You can also put some low-level training in there just at that point, right? And might be something along the lines of, oh, the muster point for evacuation is at the front of the car park. Do you understand? Yes,
Mhm.
right? So those questions are totally yours. They're totally configurable by you. And also, for what it's worth, and we'll get into it later, they can be configured for the whole organisation or just one site. That's your choice how you do that. So we've actually got this configured at the moment where, see, you can see, do you have a hard hat? It didn't ask
Yes.
that question.
Mhm.
So some places might want to know if it has a hard hat, not this site. Okay, so we've actually got it in there, but we're not using it on this site. Those 2 questions are relevant to this site and frankly, this time, right? So COVID will pass, right? And there might be another thing we care about more. So just bear in mind that we've got that there. Okay.
All right, and Melton, maybe we can also tell Ola what happened there when you check your temperature. Ola could see it in the access logs that there you go, your temperature is recording. You could see that, Ola, right?
Yes, Anna, yes. I
Okay.
can see that. Yeah.
And also notice it's a photo every time,
Mhm.
right? So it's every time. It works essentially with the camera, even though it's actually 3D modeling as well. It works with the camera at the core of what we're doing. So let's start to have some fun with this thing. Part of our life now, right? Okay. If you don't buy one of these, I'll be able to go and rob a bank and we'll be good. I'll still have money. Okay, so
Wonderful.
yeah, so like I said, it works primarily on your eyes. Like it recognizes everything else,
Mhm.
but face masks are a part of our life now. And yeah, so it'll still recognize you with or without. Let's actually start to make life a little bit more difficult. So another thing is with the 2 cameras, it actually sort of looks for you, right? So we know it's got the, we know it's got the little man outline, but with the two cameras, it sort of looks for you, and it, for all intensive purposes, points the infrared to get your temperature in the right direction. So may or may not be relevant to you, but we did a presentation like this for schools a little while back. And we're talking about the different heights associated with kids, and kids, right? They're just kids, right? So I'm going to sneak up on the machine a couple of ways to try and trick it. And I'm going to ask you to pay particular attention to where I am on the screen when it gets the reading, because it actually looks for me. You don't have to be perfect. I'll also continue to make it hard.
Okay. We'll see.
Okay, did you notice where I was on the screen when it actually got me?
Malton, that is really cool.
Yeah, I reckon. So, actually, there's something else I want to point out. The system is global. If you haven't worked it out already, I'm just going to point it out. I'm in Melbourne, no surprises there. Anna is actually in Manila, right? So we're talking about anywhere in the world. So, you know, you're basically Australian based and you've got your plants around Australia and all of that sort of thing. But what we're doing is global. So Anna and I work together all the time, and we've actually never met. So it's, what we're doing here is global. Okay, so use that information as you see fit. It may or may not be relevant to what you're doing, but at the very least, knowing what little I know about your business is, you know, multiple places around Australia. So, you know, so
Yeah.
distance is just not even an issue, right?
Yeah, that's quite useful.
Yeah. All right. Next, I'm going to deliberately trick the machine. Please don't laugh. If you do, I'll get over it.
I'm starting.
Okay, give me a minute. Just to let you know what I'm doing, I am walking over to our kettle, which I have pre-boiled. Don't laugh at my cup, and don't take a photo of it. There might be some copyright issues. Anna, can you remind me, we need to get some cups
Yes.
with different pictures on them.
Yeah, I will.
Anyway, I will get past it. It's not like I stole this cup, so I think we're fine. Okay, here we go.
Oh, Malton. You are a Batman.
I am. All right, so it's rejected me. I'm also going to push it further. So that's an instant reject. I'm going to push it a little bit further now, and I'm going to actually get it to reject me and know who I am. There we go. So we had an instant rejection. And there is nothing on the portal for that. It's an instant reject. But now, Anna, can you refresh
Yeah. Yep, there you go, Ola. Can you please see on top?
That's amazing. That's definitely what we need.
All right, just give me a minute again. I was going to show you something else, but I've successfully managed to.
Oh, I've got a notification.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
what we're talking about
That's
earlier.
just amazing. Melton White has recorded a high temperature, 63.6.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And also we've got it on the tablet, right? Okay, look,
Yeah.
I was going to, can you just show me on your screen just so I can make sure? I don't really need to, but can you put your phone towards your camera?
Yes.
Yeah, there we go. Perfect. All right, cool. Everything's good. Yeah, so the idea there is we're working on the theory that the messages like the one that you have, they'll go to a first responder, right? So that might be that might be a receptionist that's just behind and normally sits at the desk, or it might be a first aid person. We are not actually, I've got to be careful how I say this. We are not trying to tell you or the customer or whoever that this person has COVID. We don't know that. What we do know is that person is over temperature. Okay, so and this whole technology started off before COVID. That's why we've got it on the market so quick. We became aware that people that were over temperature were an instant danger to themselves and others. And it might be heat stress coming on, it might be heat stroke coming on, or it might be the fact that as soon as you start to lose your ability to monitor your own temperature, you start to lose your cognitive senses. So we come from heavy industry, really, and the last thing we wanted was a guy or girl who was over temperature getting in behind the wheel of some heavy piece of equipment and going out and having an accident and potentially killing themselves and others. So we had to, in order to protect people from themselves, we had to get that information back to somebody who could use it instantly. So that's why we've got it as the text to your phone, right? Somebody will get that information instantly. And that somebody could be all 5 first aiders on a particular site, or it could be just the site manager. That's your choice. The reason we've got it on the, sorry, I've got 2 screens running. The reason we've got it on the in the portal is so senior management can actually map stuff. So, you know, if you've got your food processing plant and you've got 50 workers working there, particularly in this COVID, you'll start to go boom, 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 and you'll actually see a trend and you can manage your trends, right? So let's say the first aid guy who works your afternoon shift got the text. He's now dealt with the guy who worked the afternoon shift, right? But now it's evening shift. So you've both your guy who was over temperature for whatever reason and your guy who responded for whatever reason are no longer on site. But as a manager, you're now starting to see a trend. So you can do whatever you choose to do with that knowledge. But the other thing that's happening here is contact tracing. We know exactly who was on that site. So if you need contact tracing, we know when people arrived and all of those sorts of things. So yeah, it's really high-end contact tracing. Anna, I might actually, that's probably all the stuff that I wanted to show with the tablet. So what about if we start to go through the portal itself?